Good morning, UK, from Brisbane, Australia. This morning my dedication of my episode is to coffee. Here in Australia we absolutely love a good coffee, and it's a bit of a posh thing here. And my friend in the UK, Ruth, she's not having a good time at the moment, she's not so good. And when Ruth's feeling better, she always goes into the coffee shop in Britain, wherever she can find one, and she gets herself a posh coffee. Now Ruth, I know you've got a lovely son called Lewis, and he started up a non-profit organisation called Chit Chat for everybody who would like to talk if they're suffering from isolation and not have anyone to talk to during these times. So I'm dedicating this episode to you. Here's how to make a cheap as chips posh coffee. Living large on little. Okay, let's talk about equipment. Now, we have a coffee machine because in Australia everybody drinks coffee and it's a thing, and if you don't do it right then you're rubbish, and if you drink decaf then you're rubbish, and everything is just coffee is the thing. In the UK everybody's a tea drinker. Well, anyway, my mum is. She's a big tea drinker. I've grown up with it. Everybody drinks tea. Well, let's talk about what you can make a really good coffee with. Now, we got this from an op shop, I think, and this is what my sort of prized possession, apart from the fact that I've got a machine and that's what I use here in Australia. But I understand that if you go to Todd Market, if you're living in the northwest, there's a really good coffee stall there. You can buy yourself some nice coffee. You can also get yourself one of these. Now this holds 2 cups, but you can get 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup and so on. And it basically filters as you heat it on the stove. The coffee goes in a little nest like that, and you fill up this bottom bit with your water. The water comes through the filter and filters the coffee, and it ends up in here, and then you just pour it out, and jobs are good. That's my favourite contraption, and I do recommend that you do go and get one of these because it's the easiest way to make a posh coffee at home. IQ in Australia, I'm not sure about the UK, did these little contraptions which I'm quite keen on. Oh my goodness, there's a bit missing. Here we go. Alright, this is the filter bit, and it goes into this, which sits on top of your cup like so. It's great for work. You put your filter in there, put your amount of coffee in, pour your kettle in. It's a coffee with a bit of milk. And then there's your good old plunger, as they call them here in Australia, cafetières over in the UK and in Europe. I think we all know what to do with one of those. This is a 1 cup, again, a really good way of having a good coffee. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make a posh coffee with one of these on the stove, and you whip some milk up and have a frothy coffee. Now, Ruth, I know you like a bit of caramel in your coffee, and you can actually make some caramel on the stove, but for today's episode I'm just going to make a straightforward posh latte. Come on, let's make a cheap as chips fresh coffee. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken the coffee, I've put 2 equivalent of cups worth of ground coffee into my nest, which I'll just show you. Got to be careful because this bottom bit is full of water. So I'm just packing that down. Just something flat like that would be grand. Then I'm going to pop the top on. Make sure it's tight. I'm going to put this on the back burner on a high, as you would if you were cooking or boiling water, I guess, you know. And on this burner here I've got some milk. Now, in order to get your milk frothy without using a frother, what you do is you get the amount of milk and put it into a pan, put it on your stove, get the steam going. Once your milk starts steaming, then use a whisk and go for it with your life. Bit of elbow grease. I know it takes some time, but you'll get a frothy coffee. So something like this for about 5 or 10 minutes. Well, probably less. Who knows? Let's see how it goes. Oh, Ruth's Muesli, Ruth's Muesli. I bring you posh coffee, Ruth. I'm just waiting for everything to brew. It's on the stove. So how many nights in Bangkok? Do you want 1, 2, 3? 3 nights in Bangkok and a banana. Then we might have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in Koh Samui and a banana. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I don't know. Koh Samui, Phuket, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in Krabi, and then home, But there's some free nights. There's some free nights. 2 there, 2 there. Oh yes, the technicality of putting together complicated tour operations. It's time for posh coffee time. I can hear it. It's boiled. It has done its job. It's now filtered. It's at the top of the pot, not the bottom of the pot. Oh, look at that, Ruth. Oh, it smells good. Now I'm demonstrating this in my Central Perk cup, which my lovely daughter Neve bought for me for no good reason, just because she loves me. All right, let's see how this is going. Nice and bubbly. Ouch, ouch, ouch. It's very hot, so be very careful. Let's see if we can get it. Well, it isn't quite as frothy as I thought it might be, but it certainly smells very good. And, oh yeah, it smells grand. Look, Ruth, posh coffee. A latte. Made with very few things that you've already probably got in your home. Oh my God. Coffee, it's well good. It's posh here in Australia, it's not posh in England. This in England is a posh coffee, and let me tell you, Ruth, you would like it. In particular if it had some caramel in it, which I'm not too keen on, I have to say. Okay, well, I'd like to dedicate, as I said to the beginning of this programme, my little episode on coffee to Chit Chat Britain. They're a non-profitable organisation that creates a place for everyone to have a conversation. Born during the peak of a global pandemic and unprecedented isolation, we strive to change how we interact with each other. Grab a brew, give us a call and engage with us through social media. Any conversation is welcome. Our enthusiastic volunteers oversee the phone lines and social media all week and are committed to having a friendly discussion to anybody who needs to reach out. So I will just let you know what the number is. It's 0333 002 0333. So people in Britain, if you need to chat, grab a brew, call 0333 002 0333. Good morning, Britain.